I still remember how it used to be. It was only you and me on the phone at every opportunity. I used to know your number fluently. Now you see my face, you're thinking, who is he? You want the truth, it's deep. Cause now I'm losing sleep, I'm laying in this bed alone. I'm never running back to you, it's better if it's left alone. I feel the waves are crashing down, I tilt my head and float. I think it's best to let it go.
Hello, everybody, and I would like to welcome everybody to the first Ropin Ranch stream with the official Ropin Ranch game title. So, if you've noticed, I have successfully gotten Twitch to recognize Ropin Ranch as a game, and now anyone on Twitch can go and stream Ropin Ranch for themselves, which I think is pretty cool. So, today we are going to be doing some Aztecas. Which is going to be, once I can get it up and running, because I totally had it up and running and now it's stopped. Could it be that? No. Is it angry with Chrome? I literally just had it working. You'll also notice that I've added in a second image here for I've added in a second image for up above with that little slideshow thing, which is pretty cool. I'm really happy with that. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Window capture, and we are capturing. Ta-da! There we go. Now it wants to work. Guess I had to reset the source. And then we'll put it back. Like there. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. So now we can actually see the game going. Yeah. So last time we played here, which did I just lose internet? Oh, I wasn't logged in. Okay. I was like, what did I do? So last time we played, which was yesterday, and I was not very smart because I, completely forgot to record the stream. I only streamed the stream. But last time we played, I was trying to work with some of these 75-25s to try and get a higher outcome full so that we can work on getting into the rankings system and getting higher GPs. So we're gonna take a look here. I'm gonna just send a link out real quick. to send out. I had to send a link out to Lilac so that she was aware to come and watch the stream. Right now we've got some paint fails in here. This was me trying to get a higher GP paint. And then we have a foal here that I successfully bred, which was a higher GP than my other appy. So I'm going to open this window here and actually name this foal now. And I'm going to name it, I think I'm going to name it Cooper. So 361 Cooper. And did it get registered as a successful purebred? No, it didn't. So I think what I was thinking about yesterday is that even if I breed this to try and breed out the other stuff in it, it's still not going to be a successful, like, it's still going to be very low when it comes to a high GP. So I think what I want to do instead is take one of these purebreds, which this guy here should officially be fully trained now. So yeah, so 379, and I'm gonna name him Red, which totally was because he's red, not because I'm red. Just to clarify. I also got myself some pie. So red here is a 379. And if we go back here, wild is also a 379. So breeding them together should successfully get a 381 offspring. So I think let's go ahead and do that first. Let's go ahead and declare ourselves as the top ranking by getting a 381 offspring, now that they're both fully trained. Okay. I might not actually have gotten red. Yeah, red doesn't have any Coggins tests done yet. So now if we refresh this. Also, you'll notice that since yesterday I have fixed the this. So I've added in the registered and I've changed this to purebred in my stallions because it was bothering me and it's my game. So if it bothers me, I change it. Which also should go for you guys. If you see something that bothers you, let me know. Most of the time I'm going to be like, huh, that's an interesting ad. I'll do it. So, unless you're one of those people that want to tag me about it 15 times in general chat, I'm normally fine. So let's get ourselves a baby. Maybe it'll be like a little palomino. Okay, so we got a little boy. And this should successfully be a 381. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do 381 and we're going to name him Cole. And he is purebred. Cool. You know what that probably does? That probably puts me officially on the ranking. Wait, that's user ranking. I don't need users. I just want horse. We'll let that load for a second. We'll go ahead and get this guy started to be tamed up. That way, he can go to the trainer, because obviously we're gonna have to use him as our big boy stud to start getting a offspring. So okay, this is a bug that I've noticed, and so give me a second here. I want to do... Okay, we're gonna just inspect because I don't care right now. Okay, so why does it think that it's supposed to be that? It's not an Appaloosa. Okay, so that answers my question on what my bug was earlier. So let me go into my bug reports real quick and fix this. Solid Isabello Palomino thought it was an Appy. Okay. Don't know why it thinks that it's an Appaloosa. It's not supposed to. I know. I totally forgot how much energy you actually had, buddy. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please don't die. Okay. So... Ooh, this is actually a pretty good song. I didn't know that this was a copyright-free sound. Pretty good of a copyright-free. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just get him old enough so that I can send him to the trainer. I also, if you watched yesterday, which I can't tell if you did or not since I didn't record it, I sent all of my horses after I was done playing for the day to the competitions so that I could earn up another large amount of moons. Would always recommend that that is done because it definitely gives you a stock up in coins and it gives you moons at the end of your gameplay, which is always beneficial when you're trying to do breeding and stuff. I plan on doing some other videos and stuff with the other animals as well. Refresh, because I know that's a bug. So now this guy can be sent to the trainer, so I'll go ahead and send him to the trainer, and we're gonna forget about Cole for a little bit because he's not something we're doing right now. Okay, Cole, go to the trainer. Okay. And now let's look at that ranking. So if we go to Azteca here. Come on, Cole. Ah! Cole's still not at the top. He's got one more point. Oh, and it's Ghosty. Ah, Ghosty, I'm coming for you. I know who you are. I know you're in general chat. I'm coming for you. I will get my Aztecas back to the top. Man, they were up at the top for a while until one of our players decided to release a lot of their Andalusians out. And so by breeding around, it ended up causing a lot of Aztecas out there that had a higher GP than what I was breeding, and now I'm sad. So. Okay. So, the other thing I want to do is, now that we officially have over 380, I think I'm going to go ahead and sell everything that's under 370. All GP release out. We're going to page 2 here. Hold on. Sierra. She's a registered senior. I'm making sure I want to move these guys all to my quarantine too before I do so. That way, if they don't sell, I know where they are and I can access them because they don't sell and they'll go back to my quarantine instead of coming back into this barn where I'm like, oh crap, it's in my barn again. So, Henrietta, you served me well yesterday and got me a baby that I needed. So, we're gonna move this one. I'm hearing my Discord go off over here. It's probably more bug reports, which somehow is going off even though I have my computer muted. Okay, so we're gonna close these windows here. I can close that. And then these guys here, you guys can all move. I'm sorry for all the blinking of it going to different windows. This is just what's easiest for me. And then I just send to quarantine, send to quarantine, send to quarantine, send to quarantine, send to quarantine. And then query's already been done, so we close. Okay, so we're gonna do pastures again just to make sure I get a fresh list. Okay. So next I want to check these guys. What are you guys? Are you guys purebred though? You're not. So since you're not purebred, we're gonna move you You're going to quarantine to sell. What about you? Nope. So, quarantine to sell. Purebred? You're purebred. And what are you? A 372. So we're gonna do 372. We're gonna name you Virginia. Virginia. I know how to spell Virginia. I promise I do. I see people watching and you guys aren't talking. Okay, so let's look at this new updated list. So now I have only over 370s in here. So I still have some 25 75s and 75 25s in here, but that's okay because those are easily brought back to a 50-50, which is what's considered purebred for this breed. So I think what I want to do is Wild is still my top female. How were Wild and Red made? What were your parents? You were a 75-25 and a 75-25. Okay. So, in order to get some more genetic outcomes, and which combination were you? Sorry, I keep going back and forth. Frog and Gemma. So Gemma and Frog. I also have Zucro here. So and then I'm guessing that this one is 75 newt. And this one. So then I've got Dream, who's also a 75. So I could breed Dream to newt. Okay, let me see. If I breed Dream to newt, which is 393 plus 371 divided by 2, that'll give me a 382. Why didn't I do this yesterday? Okay, so we're gonna breed Dream to Frog. Okay. Oh, it is a Storm! Storm meowed at me! I like being meowed at. Where's Frog? There's Frog. This should give me a purebred offspring of the highest GP. So remember when I said you were useless yesterday, Dream? You're officially not. Because you're giving me a good baby today. Ugh, I really want to move away from all these freaking Dunalinos. We got a filly at 383. Oh, I rounded. Oh, nice. We're gonna call you Kitty. Yes, that is your name. And you are purebred, right? Before I start freaking. Okay, guys, who officially just hit the ranking? I gotta go look. It should be on there. Yes. Why isn't she on there? Maybe she has to be older than what she is. Hold on. Ha! Okay, cool. Curious. What's Ghosty doing over here that's, breeding these guys? Okay, so what is smudge? What is just a basic 358. Okay, so I have the upper hand because I have some higher quarters, but that was a 406. I don't know what my Andalusians are that I've snatched. I need to name these guys. This one's a 402. Okay. This one's a 406. Okay. So that's that one. And then I've got a 369 here. I also can probably toss out some of my Andes here. I've had these guys for forever, and I've just never wanted to part with them, but to be honest, it's time. They're way too low of a GP. They're not going to help me at all. So I'm just going to toss them. I don't even know why that Hispano-Arabian's there. But this is going to be specifically for my quarter horses. And no! Ooh, notice I almost did that with wild. Oh, that's my stream. Hello. Sorry, blinking. Okay, so if we refresh this page now, and we sort it by GP again, I can still toss these guys, but I want to open up these at the end here. Wild, 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 wild. Okay. So this is a 369, and I'm gonna name him Bob. Hello, cat! I named a horse after you. And this one I'm gonna do 369. His name is Garfield, because that's also a cat. Okay. So this is what I've got for these guys. And I think I also have one in here. I thought I had a quarter horse in here. You. Can I see you? I can see your messages, but I can't see you. I'm not like, you know, stalking you or anything. Yes, but obviously that horse was not a big fat horse that liked lasagna, so I was just kind of naming him. So I think, like, if I did my highest, which is my 406 here, 406 plus 369 divided by 2, we're gonna get a 387. Which is not bad for a 75-25. But I would have to have one of these males as a female, and I don't think that there is any. We're going to go check the direct sales and see if we can find a female quarter horse for sale that is one of those high GPs. 64. 65 colt, 63 colt, They're all colts, they're stallions. The only one I see that's a mare here is this 52. So, what we're gonna do... Garfield, it's time to be a woman. Garfield's gonna be a woman today. Now I gotta go find Garfield. Garfield. Hey. Hey, buddy, old pal. Oh, so this is what it looks like on Chrome. Well, that's just gross. I don't use Chrome most of the time when I, like, beta test my own code. So, hello to all the viewers. Feel free to follow if you are here. We're trying to get up to affiliate and stuff since this is the official account for the game. So now that Garfield is a female... Well, I don't have Bobby here, so it doesn't work out that way. Okay, so we're gonna breed these two together. Hold on, I'm gonna take another bite of my pie. Well, I don't have Bobby on this account. Wait, did I not just breed this horse? Did anyone see that? I totally bred that horse. I totally bred that horse. Interesting. Bobby probably would get me more followers. Yeah, Bobby's just that good. But for right now, I need Stally. Because he's running out of some energy here, and I need... I need him to not run out of energy when I need him for breeding. So, that would be preferable. I see all these humans here. And most of you are probably from the Discord, so just say hello. Okay, show's pregnant. Staying pregnant? Staying pregnant. That was really weird. I've never encountered that bug before. I can't really trace that one because I don't know what I did. But, it was a thing that happened. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you clean your barn every time it gets dirty, your horse will never get worms. It's kind of amazing. Another dun skin at $3.89, and we have a purebred Azteca at $3.89. Female. What are we gonna name her? We're gonna name her Stormy with an I after Storm, who just commented on the video. So, congratulations, Storm. You now have a horse named after you. It's gonna move to my pasture over here, which I don't have named because I'm awful at naming my pastures. If they eat the worms, if you eat worms, then the body's stomach acid is way too high and acidic that the worms end up dying. So that's why, like, when animals get worms, they don't get it from the fact that they're eating them. They're getting it because of they're eating, like, larvae, and the larva can sustain the acidity. And when the larva hatches, it hatches in the stomach lining, and that's how animals get worms. Fun fact, cat. Yeah, they're pretty much eating the larva, and the larva gets, like, stuck in their intestinal walls, and then they hatch. And then they have worms in their tummies. That's why they also tell you that you need to be treating your actual property, because you can treat your animals as many times as you want, but if you don't treat the property, then you're not going to get rid of those larvae that keep you know, hatching, or if you have a really bad fly problem on your property, so obviously the flies have to go lay their eggs somewhere, then you're kind of helping the situation. That's how dogs get it too. Mostly because dogs like to eat poop, and that's where they like to lay their eggs because it's nice and warm. So yeah. Fun fact of the day. It is. It is. It also contributes to maggots. Okay, so Stormy here is our newest, highest GP. She's even higher than the one that we just bred, which was Kitty? Maybe? Okay, am I dumb? Where did Stormy go? Stormy! Stormy! Am I blind? 389 right here, right? GP. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not dumb. I just don't know how to count. 389. No, okay, I'm not dumb, but I'm kind of dumb. Stream is higher because she's a 75-25. But Stormy is higher than Kitty, who I just bred, which that makes sense. Yeah. I am officially streaming under the Ropin Ranch title for Twitch. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So now that I have this 389 foal, I guess I should send that one to the trainer. I don't, if I breed it to Cole, 389 plus 381 divided by 2, I'll get a 385. So that honestly doesn't do anything for help. Ooh, but what I could do some very, very bad stuff, guys. I could... Okay, no one watch this. This is only tried at home, guys. If I can get it to work. Hold on. Okay. Oh, Coggins test. Actually saying this is only tried at home just makes the whole entire situation worse. The stallion is your mayor's father. Just ignore this, guys. We're not seeing this happen. It's gonna be a completely normal baby. Thank you, Emochibun. I like your name. It makes me hard to pronounce. How many brain cells do you need to be a game developer? 0. You need 0 brain cells to be a game developer. Okay, so we got a Chocolino Azteca at 396. Not bad. And now this one's going to be a 75-25. So we're back down to that situation of having 75-25s that we're going to be dealing with. I think I'm going to... I think this one's going to be higher than Dream now. Oh, hello, Mochi. Oh, a Mochi bun. Oh, that makes sense now. No, I am not on camera, Tony. The only thing on camera is my Ropin Ranch. Mochi, what do you think about my little slideshow thingy that goes across the top of my stream? I was trying to be creative because I didn't want like my whole entire like URL browser to show. Here I've got another one. What does it think it is? Another Appaloosa. It's not an Appaloosa. Okay. So I think that that's part of what the bug is that it thinks it's some sort of an Appaloosa. Um, very weird. Very, very, very weird. Um, I'll have to take a look at that later. I looked at it earlier, but then I was like, I can't find any issues with this, and I was like, I'll have to take a look at it when I'm actually playing the game and seeing it in action. So we're gonna go ahead and just do... Oh yeah, no, exactly. If I don't ever play my own game, I never know about the bugs that are going on, that like, this isn't working up to my standard kind of idea. You know, a lot of my beta testers are afraid of me for some reason. Like, they seem to think I'm gonna scream at them. I don't know why you guys think that. But, like, they won't bring things up, so they won't be like, hey, London, by the way, I noticed that this is like this, and that's kind of weird. So, like, don't you think it should change? No, they never say that to me. So if they never say that to me, then, like, how do I know that something's being weird? I don't. So I just kind of go with the flow. I know. Okay, so we are gonna name this one, what was that GP again? 396, and we're gonna do Mochi, and it's gonna be 7525 Mochi. Welcome to the family. Maybe. And, like, that's kind of what I wonder. Maybe, like, game development is, like, an abusive situation. I have no idea. Like, maybe they seem to think I'm gonna, like, scream at them. Again, no idea. But, what do I know? Okay. So, ooh, another follower. It is Skies of a Feather. Sky is a feather. Sky is a feather. Yes. Thank you. I've gotta change that emote. I might do it to, like, I don't know. I will go on a tangent and create an animation just for that, and then I'll be, like, spent like 15 hours on an animation that's only used on freaking Twitch. It'll happen. It'll be great. But Mochi needs to breed to a 2575. But it looks like the lowest 2575 I have is these 370s down here. I could potentially look at for something like that. Or I could just create a 7520 or 2575. So if I breed an Azteca to a quarter horse of really high GP, that'll give me a 2575. But on the other side of it, I don't have a quarter horse with a high GP, because the highest one is what, that 369. And even if I bred Stormy, so if I bred Stormy, 389 plus 369 divided by 2, that's a 379, and then a 379 plus a 396 divided by 2 is going to give me a 387 purebred, which is still lower than Stormy. Don't you love all my math? It's great. So Stormy is my highest. What can I do with Stormy to get it to Mochi? Because that'll take 6 generations to breed out. And I don't want to take 6 generations because that's going to totally tank that GP. So let's go see. So what did I say? 389 was the highest. I know, you're still recovering. I'm sorry. 389 was the highest GP for quarter horses in the sales. Also, I liked this idea, So I decided to make that a thing last night. 369 is still the highest I've got in here. Okay, well I've got this one here. That's a 369 male, fully trained. Well, I've got a 369 female here who I just recently... Yeah, they kind of exploded at the end there, especially when I had the situation with my oh, that's purebred too. You know what, Cat? You're right. You're right, Cat. I didn't even think about that. If I don't do that now, somebody else will. So let's get ourselves a baby. You know what? If this is a boy cat, it's gonna be named Bobby because of your brilliant idea. I didn't even notice that that was a 428. Okay. It is a boy. Okay, Bobby it is. Woof! We got a fully purebred Azteca at 400. Nice. 400. Bobby. Okay. So our 400 Bobby is gonna go into my pastures over here. And we're gonna hold him in here for a little bit. Now we've got a lot of like decisions that we can kind of do on these babies, because I've got a good amount of different ones. I might not even need the 75-25s now because I officially got higher. Well, see, I could technically breed... I'm not even thinking. I'm just clicking and I'm not even thinking. Okay, let's look again. Let's analyze. So we now have 400 Bobby going strong. So if I breed Bobby to an Azteca or to a Andy that is 428, so example 428 plus 400 divided by 2 is going to be a 414 75 25. Now to get to a 25 75, I would have to breed Bobby 400 plus a 369 because that's the highest quarter horse. So then I could breed that to a 384, which would turn it into a 385. 385. Plus, what did I say? 414? Okay, this is when we really get into our math, guys. My 414 divided by 2, that's still under Bobby. It wouldn't average out correctly. So Bobby is the highest I can get until some of those quarter horses get higher. So if I take a 369 fully trained, I can get up to a 371, which actually I think rounds up to a 372 because of the way that the decimal goes. So if I get now a 372 plus Bobby, which is a 400, divide that by 2 and I get a 386 plus a 414 divided by 2. That's still Bobby. So I'm not getting any higher. I can't officially get any higher with Bobby until we start getting some quarter horses that are higher, or just by breeding breeding these guys. So I think what I want to do. Ooh, okay. Garfield, can you pump me out another 400, baby? Okay. Let's knock that off the list. This is going to be a full-blooded sibling, which is, it's going to be the same negative GP if I did a different one, because they're going to shave this. Yeah, so let's just knock it out. It's going to be the same negative bonus. We're at 48 minutes on this stream. I think we're going to end it at an hour every time I do it. So, got about another 15 minutes to go, guys. Let's pop out some more babies. And maybe my next stream will be a goat stream. We'll see. Was this a girl or boy? It was a girl. Okay, so we got a 400 girl now. So I'm going to name it 400 Drama. After Kat's brilliant ideas. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Well, actually, I have to get Drama off of the mom. What question? Oh. No, I've never... Are you talking about with training? Having to refresh. No, I have never, ever had that issue, and that is the issue that none of my beta testers have ever been able to replicate. The only people that are ever able to get it to where it does the training issue is people that are brand new. So my theory is that it has to do with how new people are training and how they aren't, like, doing something correctly, but I cannot get it to replicate. And the second that I get someone who says that they encounter that issue and I try to get them to replicate, they also cannot replicate. So it's been a constant issue. The best way to solve that problem is by sending your horse to the trainer, and it will fully complete their training, and it will cost you nothing because they're at the end of the training bar. Energy bar doesn't update when you do a thing. That could be possibly if you have another window open. So, like, if I have this window open and I open... Whoa. If I open up competitions with, like, a separate page. So, like, if I do this... If I open up another... Oh my gosh, seriously? If I open up a separate window here and I do the sign-ups to the competitions and it comes back, It's not supposed to work like what you just did there. That is not supposed to be that way. You are only supposed to be able to do one competition at a time. So if you are going and doing multiple competitions at once, that's on you guys and doing it that way. But it's not supposed to work like that. That is a feature, not a bug. And it is something that it's just, that's how it's running. The training gets done and won't update to a check mark. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's when you have to send it to a trainer. It's because you're missing like a decimal point of training, and the only way to get it to finish is by sending it to the trainer. And I have no idea how to replicate it. You'd have to record your screen and show me what you're talking about, because I don't think I'm understanding what you're talking about. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and breed a higher GP quarter horse, because none of them are in the sales, or none of them are in... But I'm pretty sure someone is breeding quarters. They just probably aren't publicly releasing that when probably. Oh my gosh. Okay, who owns this? Is it one of you guys? I'm gonna fight you. Who owns this? Also, I'm gonna fix that right now, because that's not supposed to happen, and that keeps happening, and it's making me anger. Five seconds. Boom. Yeah, no. Confirmation is not supposed to go over 100. So, that is fixed. Okay, whose horse is this? And who just put it back up? Because that's ridiculous. That's chaos. These horses are related? So that's just gonna ruin my GP. And that's that. So I can't do that. I thought that I could. Okay. Well, let's go back. My other horse, then, that I also got from somewhere. I don't know where I got this one from. Ooh. So they do have some that are high. What are we at for quarter horses? Who's doing quarter horses? 373 Bobby. Billy Goat's Gruff. Okay, here, Billy. Listen. There's only room for a few Bobbies in this town. Yeah, it looks like Billy is grinding quarter horses. So they will eventually get higher. But for now, that means that my Aztecas... I can't just rename somebody else's horse. Should I could rename it to Red's Gonna Beat You in GP. I don't know. No. Okay, so if I breed Bobby and Drama together, that's gonna give me... because they're related, that's not gonna give me a GP increase. I need a horse that Drama is not related to. I could do Stormy, but that's gonna tank it again. 389 plus 400 divided by 2. It's gonna give me a 394. Is Stormy and Bobby related? I don't know. I can't even tell anymore. They all look the same. Bobby, where are you? Come here. Garfield. Yeah, so they are related. Okay. Let's check this. Can I get my hand on one of those Andalusians? $396 is the highest in sales. Wow. Okay, so the only way you can get them is by breeding. No, not Appaloosa, Andalusian. GP. Yeah. That one's cute. That one's really pretty. You're almost bred out of thoroughbred too. You've almost escaped that chaos. But it hasn't. Okay. Let's think. I could... Oh, I don't even know what I could do. If I gender swap this one... Well, I don't need this one anymore. And we're going to have to breed out anyways. So we'll gender swap Masso. Or whatever his name is. Okay, so we're gonna do public coverings. And if I breed... We're gonna do this one because it's cheaper. Really? Okay. Masso. Bro. Ma'am? We're gonna age up. Yes, I know I didn't actually feed it. It kind of got angry. But it's fine. We're going to do public coverings. And then we're going to do this one. And breed it. And the goal is to get I want to switch feed. You know, I have never played enough on my own game that I've had to buy feed. 'Cause I literally just don't play. So I'm sure I'll start seeing that repercussion here soon. I think that last time when you streamed for me and you showed me it, you are recording a window and not your screen, which is causing a problem. Okay, so here's a 414, and I want this to be a female. And then if I breed this female, this 414, what's my highest male? My highest purebred male? Bobby. So no, I can't do that. I have to breed that horse, that Andalusian, to a quarter. Okay, go back to the stable. Okay, I'm breaking my brain with the amount of complexity of this. 414 plus 369 divided by 2 will come out of 391, but it'll be a purebred and it'll be unrelated. And then I can breed that one to the 400, divide that by 2, and start at 395. This is no copyright sounds, so it's a Spotify playlist that you can play. And but if you want specifically this song is "My Heart" by Different Heaven. It's one of my favorites, actually. Hearts but it's supposed to be copyright-free music that I can play during our streams, and so that I don't lose my brain by not having music. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I can do, because I can't breed. So I'm either gonna butcher it by, well, what is the number I just got? I don't even know. 414 plus 369 divided by 2 is the 391. Plus the 400 divided by 2. I do not know. But for now, I'm just happy that in the horse rankings, I'm back up to number 1, and I've officially done an hour stream, which is what I wanted to do. Yep. So, Ghosty, come at me. So, but you guys have a good night. I'll meet you guys back in general chat, and I will probably go work on some more graphics for the night. So, you guys have a good night.